that we put around outlets, that we put around jack plates, for instance. Anything like that, we would have to put this acoustic putty around it. And that would basically seal it up. Now, the other thing we do is we would use something called green glue. So if you're going to put another piece of plasterboard on top of the first one that you have, you use this green glue, and then
or their gear was high res in certain moments, while it was not like that, or just barely like that. Okay, I don't want to obviously make any names, but we did have that moment of crisis. Fortunately, I think we're going out from that, and we do have some precise points in our landscape to which we can anchor our knowledge and go ahead and know, separate what is good and what is bad. Coming to it. Okay, now let's come to the core of this video, the main point. Point number 3, the definition. Because a lot of people don't know this, and I think it's very important, of paramount importance, make this clear. Yes, there is a definition. There is exact standards that must be satisfied, that need to be met in order to achieve, in order to proclaim yourself high res. Whether if you're gear, whether if you're a recording, etc. Now we'll take a look. Okay, so
conditioning guy to come in and do this. Why? Well, acoustics, that's why, because usually what they'll do is they'll have some straight runs on the air conditioning coming in, and it comes in and it goes down like that. And then there's an exchange, does the same thing. Well, guess what? All of a sudden you hear the air conditioning. Anybody ever in a studio where you turn the air conditioning on, you can hear it, gets loud? No good. So that's the first thing that's not good with it. The second thing is, well, guess what? It's a good way for the sound to come in as well and go back out. So,
to them. We've also added the ability to add more complications to faces, like weather here on the photos face. So now, really simple to navigate and use your watch faces as well. Let's see all of this stuff running live. For a demo, please welcome Stacy Lysick. Stacy.
Thank you, Kevin. Good morning. I could not be more excited to have the opportunity to show you watchOS 3 today. I wake up to my favorite new face, just the girl I've been looking for. Now, in watchOS 3, you have a place to keep all of your favorite apps. You choose which apps go in your dock, and you choose the order. I can bring up my dock by pressing the side button, and I can swipe through my apps one at a time, or lay my finger down on these dots at the bottom of the screen and fly through my dock to get to any app. And the apps in my dock are live, so I can get a quick glance at information without even launching an app, like how close I am to closing my activity rings. And the apps have been redesigned to put me within one tap of the thing I most want to do. Let's take a look at the timer app. One tap to launch it, and it's right there waiting for me. I can still set a custom timer if that's what I want to do, but the most common choices for a timer are right here on the screen. So with one tap, I can set a 10-minute timer and get right back to what I was doing. Even my favorite apps from the App Store can be
from here, so it gives you, good flexibility on what you want to do. Also, a lot of people use the Android TV boxes for Kodi as well. So obviously, you've got Kodi in whatever room you want to have it in. Even though Kodi in Europe now is they've made the streaming of movies on it illegal, so a lot of people are using VPNs. Right, okay, let me show you what we're going to connect up here. So basically, what I want to be able to do is, yes, you can use you wouldn't be able to use a remote control, but you could probably do some sort of IR extender. But what I want to do is I want the flexibility of being able to use a keyboard and a touchpad as well. So you can connect up a wired keyboard and a wired mouse, but I'm going to use this wireless one, this Logitech one, because it's so nice. It's got a button here on the left-hand side, which is a left click. So what happens is, what you can do is you can hold it like this on your lap. It's got nice, feels nice, and you use your thumb to scroll here, and you use this to left click. Really good keyboard. Well, I think it's a good keyboard for the price. It was about £30. So what I'm going to use now is I'm going to use another very cheap USB hub. This is an awful hub here. This was only 99p from one of those pound shop type stores. But again, it works, it does the job. So I'm connecting up a wired 360 controller. Believe it or not, you can still buy these, they're still really popular. Second hand, they're really expensive.
Edge to edge swipe, I can get to my numerals face. And for those of you as obsessed with closing your rings as I am, we now have the activity face. Every time I raise my wrist, I get to see those big, beautiful rings reminding me to get up and get moving. And I can launch my workout right from the
Might cost you $200 or $300 for that. Okay, you don't want to go that much, you can't afford it. Here's some other things that you can do. First thing is, you just go to Home Depot and you get some weather stripping. $2 worth, right? And you put the weather stripping all around the inside of where the door actually closes. So you put the stuff up, you close the door,